Now let's get to your next proposal, which this we see examples on some level or some variant of it in existence now. You say Social Security for all, or
Yeah,
what is known as a universal basic income. Tell us about it.
yeah. So I think that this proposal works best when coupled with a job guarantee. I know that it's pretty fashionable, especially for socialists. I know that this is a big proposal that is often bandied about in the pages of Jacobin magazine. But the goal for socialists is to relieve people of the necessity of having to work, since work is alienating and exploitative and all that kind of stuff. But I think that coupled with a job guarantee, it would be a really good idea because it retains the price anchor of the job guarantee. It just makes it so that employment is truly voluntary. The thing that we have to realize is that basically everybody is working all the time. There's lots of work that discloses itself as natural and not externally imposed, like child rearing and domestic work, usually the sorts of things that are foisted on women who are not compensated for their labor. So universal basic income is a way of acknowledging that there are many forms of work that are not considered work by the vast majority of people, and that people ought to be compensated for them anyway. So that you could go into a job guarantee job, take it for a while, leave, go into a private sector job when the business cycle came around, leave, raise a child, and never have to worry that you're going to starve or be kicked out of your home. So that the two things taken together, a job guarantee with a universal basic income, I think fixes a lot of the labor problems we have.
How do we pay for that? How is it possible to pay for that, to give everybody some type of guaranteed minimum basic income?
Well, the federal government does all of its spending only one way, which is it simply increases the balances of bank accounts at a keystroke. It's the same way at taxes, which is just decreasing the balances of bank accounts. So finding the money for it, in other words, is not hard. We can create unlimited money. Money is just a way of mobilizing resources, right? So if we can marshal the resources required to, say, provide everyone with a dignified life, doing meaningful things that fulfill them, then we can definitely afford the money to make that happen, because the money is infinite. We can never run out of it. We don't have to store any of it up. We can just create it as needed. It's a public monopoly. If you notice, any dollar bill has a signature of a Treasury Secretary. So as long as it's a public monopoly, it should be put toward the public purpose.
And we should say, Dylan Matthews wrote a sort of I guess a companion piece over at Wonk Blog from a conservative perspective. And he, from a conservative perspective, this would simply be, I guess, sort of framed as, no more government handouts, no more sort of crazy bureaucracies for different forms of welfare and government assistance. It's just simplify things, just give people money, essentially. And he notes that there were several, including Milton Friedman, conservative economists who have proposed such a system. All right, let's.
Yeah, they call it a negative income tax. Just to make it clear, I don't think that it could replace the entirety of the social welfare state. Matt Brunig, who's a blogger at Demos, has a wonderful piece about a sort of tiered universal basic income system where mothers or parents, I guess, would get additional universal basic income. We would keep around disability pay and things like that. But a universal basic income could definitely replace lots and lots of different programs.
I love it. I like that thing about the parents, too. I mean, good. All right.